Welcome to the class of Conveyancing and Legal Writings, Law 401, Section 1, Week 6. Please remember, these videos or class will not include in your midterm syllabus. We will start this video with power of attorney. In our modern life, power of attorney becomes a very common part because a power of attorney can provide you with both convenience and protection by giving a trusted individual the legal authority to act on your behalf and in your interest. Even if any adult children who are both fully trustworthy and capable of accomplishing one wishes may make the best agent under power of attorney. That means by power of attorney, one person can act on behalf of another person for that person's interest and for that person's act or that person's different issues. Therefore, it can explain that power of attorney is a document that allows one person to appoint a person or organization to manage different affairs if one person becomes unable to do so. So, when a person cannot do something, another person or organization can act on behalf of him. Therefore, power of attorney is an instrument in writing by which a person delegates his lawful authority or power to any other person to represent the donor of the power in all or any specified matter to do any acts or things as might have been specified in the instrument. On the other hand, it can say that in our hectic and busy activities, we have made the execution of power of attorney for delegating our function to another by granting a power of attorney. And it is a legal process that involves the drafting of a document which assigns to another person the power of attorney, which assigns to another person or power to act as his legal representatives. The law therefore requires that the conveyance power of attorney has to be in writing so that any disputes, misunderstanding in future can be avoided between the parties or principals and agent. And for this purpose, principals should be careful while authorizing an agent and as attorney to avoid inconvenience and expenses of legal proceedings in the future by doing writing documents. It shows that writing documents is very important part for solving any kinds of disputes and misunderstanding for future purposes. So, it is an instrument empowering specified person to act for and in the name of the person executing it. The person to whom such authority is reasonably given, called the constituted attorney or the attorney, and the donor of the power is called the principal. The law relating to the power of attorney in Bangladesh is governed by Power of Attorney Act 2012 and Power of Attorney Rules 2015. For this purpose, please remember, Power of Attorney Act 2012 repealed Power of Attorney Act 1882, and therefore Power of Attorney Act 2012 can consider as a primary law for power of attorney. And the rules 2015 was promulgated under the Power of Attorney Act 2012. So it is Power of Attorney Rule 2015 extend Power of Attorney Act 2012. The rules 2015 provide specific format for general, special, and irrevocable power of attorney for land development, foreign power of attorney. Also prescribes how a notice for cancellation of power of attorney should be prepared, The rules in addition provides specific guidelines how a foreign power of attorney should be prepared and authenticated, and this is one of the very important part of power of attorney rules 2015, and there is a clear indication how a foreign power of attorney should be prepared. Other specific guidelines how a power of attorney should be cancelled. Another important part of Rule 2015 that it provides different format and different form for making power of attorney. As you know, rules means they provide some regulations, they provide some format, they provide some form, etc. This power of attorney can be classified into two categories, which includes general and specific power of attorney. First one is general power of attorney. A general power of attorney gives based powers or gives powers to any person or organization to act in general in principles. Again, a general power of attorney gives powers to any person or organization to act on behalf of principal. This includes any transaction regarding financial and business by life insurance, settling claims, gifts, etc. That means under general power of attorney, agent can act on behalf of principal in all lawful purposes that can also include financial business, and they can manage the principal's bank account, etc. And general power of attorney is an effective tool if the principal will be out of the country and needs someone to handle certain matters, or when the principals are physically and mentally incapable of managing their affairs, because as you know, financial matter is very important part. So when a principal will be out of the country, that means he cannot do anything in Bangladesh, then he can appoint an agent. Or when a principal is physically or mentally incapable of managing his or her affairs, then he can appoint an agent. Therefore, a general power of attorney is one by which an instrument is executed by the principal, authorizing the agent to do certain acts in general on his behalf. I already mentioned it. It includes everything: financial, banking, development of land, if they have any, or any other works. The word general here means that the power must be general regarding all the subject matters if the principals will be out of the country and need someone to handle certain matters, or when the principals are physically or mentally incapable of managing their affairs, and deals with all issues including financial matters. If the subject matter is not general but restricted to some either specific or specially mentioned by the principal while drafting an instrument, then it will not constitute a general power of attorney. Then it will call specific power of attorney or special power of attorney, which is another kind of power of attorney. And if the principal is not physically or mentally incapable, then all we advocates uh, always suggest to make specific power of attorney, not to make general power of attorney, because by general power of attorney an agent will get huge power to do huge works including financial purpose also. But by specific power of attorney, the agent cannot do anything whatever he wants. He can do only that things which are indicated in an power of attorney. So our next point is specific power of attorney or general power of attorney.